Welcome back to another edition of Hittin The Books. If you caught our AFC division winners' best bets, you're going to want to hear about the best bets when it comes to division winners in the NFC. Joining me again for the breakdown is one of the best minds in sports betting, my guy Justin Henry, the host of the Justin Henry Show. Justin, ready to talk some NFC best bets?
NFC for sure. You see I'm donning the cap already. So this will be fun. This will be fun.
Here we go. If you've seen the cap, you know this man is a Niners fan. Very proud Niners fan. Our teams play each other in week 1. We'll talk about that some other time, though. Let's start the NFC East, where Giants fans, they were not happy with you last time either. They're hoping that you pick them. But the Eagles, they won the division last year. A different team has won the division the past 3 seasons. Giants fans, just for note, the G-Men, they have not won a division title since 2011. They've got some nice odds, though. Are you rolling with Big Blue or nah?
Big Blue to me they're trying to make baby steps in the right direction. But for a team that kind of overachieved last year, I'm not fully buying in on them being a contender for the NFC East this year. I think it comes down to 2 teams, and that's the Eagles and the Cowboys. The Cowboys, defense obviously is going to be a major factor for them, getting Stephon Gilmore in the offseason. But the Eagles, you got to beat the champs. And obviously they weren't the Super Bowl champs, but they were the champs of the NFC East. And they made some major enhancements to this team that was already dangerous. Additions to the defensive line, additions to the running back core, and then obviously stability at the quarterback position where they were able to lock in Jalen Hurts to a long-term deal. So for me, I look at this as a repeat season for the Eagles, barring injury. I don't see a way that this Eagles team doesn't repeat in the NFC East. The question is for this NFC East is where are the Dallas Cowboys going to be? Are they going to be finishing in second, third? Like, to me, that's the one team I'm looking at because there's a world of possibilities with this Dallas Cowboy team, getting rid of Kellen Moore. Dak, we've seen him struggle a little bit this offseason. I'm kind of concerned about Dallas. I'm not going to lie, even with the defense that they have.
All right, concerns for Dallas, but fly, Eagles, fly in the NFC East. We will see how that goes down. Let's go to the NFC North. Minnesota Vikings, they won the division last year, but there's been a lot of talk this year about the Lions making the leap. However, just to let people know, Detroit, they have not won a division title since 1993. Are the Lions the best bet to win the NFC North?
I'd have to agree that they are. Now, hear me out. I was on the Vikings just a couple months ago, and, I said you got to beat the champs. Kind of the same echo that I had for that Philadelphia Eagles team. But for the Vikings, they're talent void. When you lose a top player, an all-pro in Dalvin Cook, you lose some additions on the defensive end. Like, to me, this Vikings team just isn't very talented. It's really going to come down to Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. The defense wasn't very good last year. They were in a ton of one-score games that ended up working out in their favor. And we see a Detroit Lions team that's hungry, making additions. Aiden Hutchinson, another year of development. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, addition to the team. Some veteran presence coming over from Philly who had a nice run to the Super Bowl last year. Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown connection is absolutely real. And once this team gets back Jameson Williams after 6 games, they're going to have a nice deep threat addition as well. So I'm buying the love for the Detroit Lions. I don't think that the Packers, the Bears are quite there yet. I think they're a season away from really challenging for the division. The Lions, who had a very strong second half of the year last year and ended the Green Bay Packers' hopes with Aaron Rodgers and kind of killed off that dynasty. For me, I am looking at the Detroit Lions. Even though it's a little chalky, I'm taking them.
You sounded like you enjoyed the Lions ending the dynasty of Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Just a little bit. Sounded like you enjoyed that a little bit there.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. All right, so we're going with the Lions as the best bet for the NFC North. Let's go to the NFC South, which I'm going to be kind here. It's going to be this interesting, kind of an interesting division here. It's interesting. That's me being nice. No more Tom Brady for the Bucs, who are the back-to-back division title winners here. Not sure how you feel about any of the 4 teams in this division, and if you trust any of them, but if you had to put your money down, who are you putting your money on to win the NFC South?
Interesting is a very good word, right?
Yes, I was being nice. Very nice.
We get an interesting fit with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. A lot of people are writing them off. That Tampa Bay defense is still going to be a good defense, but it's all on the play of Baker Mayfield. We go to the Carolina Panthers. Carolina defense is solid, but it's all on the play of rookie quarterback Bryce Young and what they do. We go to the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously, a lot of firepower offensively over the last couple of years in the draft when we talk about Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson this year. but it's all on the play of Desmond Ridder. And what team has the best quarterback play? Derek Carr. Derek Carr is the best quarterback in this division, and the Saints defense as well is one of the better defenses in the NFC. So we look about, them getting healthy, right? Michael Thomas getting healthy. Alvin Kamara coming back from the suspension. This team invested in the ground game, getting Kendre Miller in the 3rd round, Jamal Williams in free agency. And so for a defensive unit that was already one of the better defensive units in the NFC, now we look at them with some stability at quarterback options. I like the Saints this year, and I think that this is a team that obviously is just the best team in this division, but by default, by quarterback play, they're the team that has the answers. So when I look at, maybe a little chalky again on this NFC side, I think the Saints have the play.
All right, a little chalky again. You've been going, get chalk all the way through here with the NFC. So now we get to the last division here. That would be the NFC West with the team that you root for. They play there. That is the Niners. They took the West last year, made it to the NFC Championship game. You mentioned that. They're all in on the Brock Purdy train. But we saw Seattle shock some people last year in the division. Is this division still San Francisco's to lose?
I was thinking about picking the Arizona Cardinals for this division.
Really?
No.
Okay,
absolutely not.
I did not think you were serious.
There's no homerism when it comes to this pick, but the Niners are the clear class of the NFC West, the clear class. And for me, the Seattle Seahawks obviously have improved. Offensively, they added some weapons in the offseason. But the Niners, best defense in the league, even without Nick Bosa, who's still going through his contract thing. They have stability at quarterback now. Brock Purdy is now the answer at quarterback. This team does not have any concerns when it comes to Trey Lance. Now that he's in Dallas, this team offensively has some of the best weapons on the field at any given point in time. Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. A fully healthy Niners team is the top of the class in the NFC and only rivaled by the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Niners, best defense in the league. I think that they put their stamp on this NFC West. There's no competition, baby. You see the hat?
Oh, man, it was so predictable. You went chalk all through the NFC, but we knew what was going to happen with the NFC West. Like, we definitely knew where you were going with that. That is my guy, Justin Henry, one of the best voices in sports betting out there. If you like this breakdown of his best bets for the NFC, be sure to check out our video with Justin giving his best bets when it comes to AFC division winners. And go check out the Justin Henry Show and all the great content he does on TikTok and elsewhere. Justin, good talking bets with you. Always good. We're going to talk more throughout the season. I can't wait. Go Steelers, go Niners. And we'll both be saying the same thing in week 1.
No go Steelers, Dex. No go Steelers. Go Niners, baby.
There we go. Thanks, Jess. Appreciate it, man.
Gotcha.